Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a little bit of programming. We had some exciting PRs recently with an online client from Florida. We had a 23-pound PR in the squat, a 5-pound PR in the bench, and I believe a 20-pound PR in the deadlift as well. So I'm very pleased with those results. The client's very pleased. But I do want to talk about how we can optimize those results. As you can see by these numbers, we've consistently gotten good results out of the squat and the deadlift over the past year. We've gotten anywhere from 15 to this last time around 23-pound PRs out of the squat and the deadlift pretty much every time that we've tested. And so I don't want to change a ton with that right now just because I'm a big fan of if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But we do want to keep making small improvements with that to try and optimize as much as possible over time. But for now, we're going to kind of stick with what we got with the squat and the deadlift. But with the bench, as you can see, we've been struggling a little bit. Last time we tested, we got a 10-pound PR, which is good. It could always be better. And this time around, we got a 5-pound PR. So even though I always preach about just going for small, consistent PRs, 10 and 5 pounds is okay, but we can probably do better. So going back and looking at some of the things that we've changed over the past 2 years with this client's programming, one, we've increased frequency. And I think that has been a driver of progress. We went from 2 times a week to 3 times a week. But we kept that mostly in the hypertrophy phase. So for about 6 to 8 weeks, we had him benching 3 times a week. And then as we got into the strength phase, we went back to 2 times a week. And then kept going 2 times a week until we got into our peaking phase. So I'm thinking this time around, we need to maintain that frequency, simply because the weights we're using with the bench press aren't nearly as high and we're not using quite as much muscle mass, which allows us to recover from that exercise faster. But on the other hand, it can also leave room for some fitness decay if we go a long amount of time without having that 3 times a week bench, since that's what we need to make progress at this point. It's the volume we need to drive progress. So I think the big change that we need to make is maintaining that 3 times a week frequency all the way through our strength phase, and then tapering off into 2 times a week once we get into a peaking phase. In the next video, we're going to be going over exercise selection and how that's going to help us also make some bigger PRs with the bench press. Like I said, we made great progress this time around, but I think we can do better. And so in the next video, we'll cover some variations of the bench press that I want to use to address some movement weaknesses. Until then, see you next time.